Coming up on Casual Crypto.
The other shoe is dropped. President Biden signs an executive order on cryptocurrency.
And
maybe this will put agencies like the SEC and give them some guidance as well, because they haven't provided any of themselves.
plus,
We actually got audio from a press conference.
Yeah.
And
Exclusive.
It's exclusive, a Casual Crypto exclusive, and The Rock interrupted Biden. He didn't like this news at all.
this is Casual Crypto with Tony and Jay. Casual Crypto is intended for entertainment purposes only. Tony, Jay, and any guests are not financial advisors. Statements should not be taken as financial advice. Do your own research and invest at your own risk.
All right, welcome to the second episode of Casual Crypto, the show that takes a more relaxed and even entertaining approach to cryptocurrency. I'm Jay.
And I'm Tony. We're really just two crypto enthusiasts that take a casual approach to the industry.
All right, so here we are. We made it, episode 2.
Episode 2.
Pretty cool getting the first one off the ground and turning around doing another one. And boys, there are a lot to talk about today.
Oh, yeah. We had to rebuild our rundown here because a lot of things changed over the past couple of days.
Can't give away the industry secrets that we use rundowns. But I'm happy to say this time I'm already on the right music.
That's a good thing.
That's right, because you know what time it is.
Time for some headlines.
Casual Crypto with Tony and Jay.
Yeah, it's time to kick things off with what's making waves in the crypto world. Here are your crypto headlines. And as most of you know, crypto prices jumped after President Biden signed an executive order on cryptocurrency. According to CNBC, the White House is conducting a government-wide audit aimed at weighing the benefits and risks based on key priorities, including consumer investor protection, financial stability, and illicit finance. We'll let them define that one for us. According to the Associated Press, this move is expected to be a first step towards creating crypto policies and regulations. In a previous CNBC interview, billionaire investor and hedge fund manager Ray Dalio weighed in on the possible ramifications of regulation in the crypto space.
I think at the end of the day, if it's really successful, they'll kill it. And they'll try to kill it, and I think they will kill it because they have ways of killing it.
And the Biden administration believes regulating cryptocurrency will strengthen sanctions against Russia.
Casual Crypto.
A Texas town deep in debt from a devastating winter storm receives help from an unlikely source. In the city of Denton, power flickered throughout neighborhoods while the local power provider tried to conserve electricity. Days later, the town incurred more than $200 million in energy debt when it was forced to purchase energy on the open market with inflated energy prices. Just a few months later, a cryptocurrency mining company proposed a creative solution to help Denton's crushing new debt burden. In exchange for millions of dollars in annual city revenue, which was more than enough to balance Denton's ledgers, the town would host a cryptocurrency mine at its natural gas power plant. A crypto farm on a natural gas plant. This just may be the start of a whole new wave of digital farming.
Casual Crypto.
And the Virginia State Senate will now allow banks to offer crypto custody services. Lawmakers voted unanimously to amend a bill and allow traditional banks to provide virtual currency custody services. Banks that intend to offer the service will need to adhere to 3 requirements outlined in the bill. Banks must implement effective risk management systems, have adequate insurance coverage, and oversee the risks associated with cryptocurrencies. The bill is awaiting the signature of Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin.
Casual Crypto.
Coinbase blocks 25,000 crypto wallets. Cryptocurrency trading platform giant Coinbase Global Incorporated said it blocked over 25,000 wallet addresses related to Russian individuals or entities that it believes may be engaging in illicit activity. The blocked addresses represent about 0.2% of Coinbase's 11 million plus monthly transacting users. As Russia began its invasion of Ukraine, the Biden administration asked crypto exchanges to help ensure that Russian individuals and organizations aren't using virtual currencies to avoid sanctions leveled on them by Washington. Major crypto exchanges, including Coinbase and Binance, have said they will comply with government mandates to restrict sanctioned individuals, but won't ban all Russian users.
Casual Crypto with Tony and Jay. Relax. Let your hair down. It's Casual Crypto with Tony and Jay.
And wow, a lot to talk about. So that top headline, the other shoe is dropped. President Biden signs an executive order on cryptocurrency. Let's get right into it. What does this mean?
It's really hard to say what's going on right now. I mean, this is something that the whole industry has been kind of waiting on, kind of waiting on the sidelines to see what the government's going to do. And even still, it doesn't seem like it seems like it's all the same things that we've all kind of had on our plate since the beginning of crypto. So it still seems like there's still some questions there, but it seems like maybe, hopefully the government will put down some regulations that everybody can comply with and kind of work around, and there won't be these question marks. Maybe this will put agencies like the SEC and give them some guidance as well, because they haven't provided any of themselves.
Yeah, so I mean, I personally was a little surprised that on this news everything jumped, because my instinct would have been everybody would have been like, "Whoa, I'm nervous." So I don't know. I mean, are people looking at this as good news? Like, is this the beginning of the road to clarity? How does this all play?
It's really hard to say. I don't know if it's clarity right now. I think that the industry has been worried about the government coming in, really trying to aggressively shut down crypto. So
right.
In some ways, this sounds a little bit more friendly, like they're actually trying to do things that will actually help the crypto industry. But the government's probably not going to do anything to really truly help the industry. But I think if they do kind of go in to squash any of this, we all know that there's scams everywhere. There's unfortunately, that's probably one of the negative sections or aspects of the crypto industry, is that there are scammers out there, and there's a lot of new people in this space. And so there's a lot of people that aren't aware, or they find out about things too late and they might lose out. So, or lose some of their funding. So I some of that I do think is maybe positive, because that has to stop.
Right.
But, we also don't want to suppress the industry and keep it from growing. And there's just so many places, or so many projects out there that I think are doing amazing work. And they do need the clarity. But I worry personally about the government overstepping and squashing innovation.
They've never done that before.
No.
So we mentioned in the headlines, consumer investor protection, financial stability, addressing illicit finance. So that's kind of what we're getting into there. And then there's also another thing they want to address of U.S. competitiveness. So some of this is about us not falling behind, because, we talked about it in the first episode, people didn't take crypto seriously at first. Now it's like, you can't ignore it.
You definitely not.
And so, of course, the U.S. is going to say, hey, we want to be at the forefront of this. We want our dollar to stay strong. And, as money turns to digital and crypto, the U.S. wants to be at the forefront of that transition. So, I think that's a lot of this too. I mean, as what this is really going to mean is yet to be seen, because I don't know. I'm still not ready to just embrace it and say, hey, this is great. No,
I don't think anybody. I think the market's actually there was an uptick in crypto due to this. I think because maybe the market was thinking it was going to be more negative than it was.
Right.
And I think that again, it can always turn on a dime, but as of right now, it seems like the market took it as a mostly positive, direction for the government. So it's. We'll see where it actually really does truly go. But right now, everybody seems to be going full steam ahead. And again, a lot of these projects, the use cases for some of these projects, for some of these tokens, there is a use for them. So a lot of them, they're moving forward regardless of what the government wants or doesn't want. So I think that, it's funny how when you have administrations, give some form of clarity, that seems to be helpful. And I don't know, I just hope that we don't keep getting government intervention that just stifles innovation. How
far-reaching will the regulation be?
Yeah.
And regulations have a way of being amended and over time. So what starts out as just a little bit of oversight becomes total, basic control of whatever being regulated.
Yeah,
so.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. We'll have to see where this goes. To me, the whole point of cryptocurrency was that it was away from government oversight. It was outside of the banking system. It was like person to person. It was like cash, but digital, essentially. And now the government's reaching into it. So it's like, what does that mean? is crypto no longer going to be? I mean, you can already say it's no longer decentralized because wallets are being shut off because of political views that governments don't agree with. So,
well, it's, that goes into a whole nother topic, the whole not your keys, not your crypto.
Right.
So, and that's one thing too. I feel like that's an area where I feel like for major adoption, there's a lot of people that just gets too complex for them to hold on to their keys and really have custody of their assets. But when these instances happen, that's exactly why those people are right, that you can have your crypto taken, because it's not really the industry or the exchanges that want to do this. They're being forced to do this. Right. And so it's kind of like, years ago when gold was confiscated, they didn't go to your home and just go, knock on the door and say, hey, we're here for your gold. They went to the institutions. And if you had it in safety deposit boxes, that's where they were getting your gold.
Right.
So this is kind of very similar to the same thing, but within crypto. So, and so again, this being more of a global thing and not just set to regional or to certain countries, I think they're struggling to really put their thumb on this. And as you said earlier, you're saying like this really was kind of under the radar for a while. And now it's like it's in the foreground, it's in the forefront, and it's actually gained so much more popularity than I think governments expected or banks expected. I think they just thought maybe this will fizzle out in time, and it's just growing bigger and bigger. So I think at this point they know it's actually there's going to be people moving. I'm certain it's already tons of people moving their money out of traditional fiat currencies into cryptocurrency. And it's probably now actually affecting governments, and banks are probably not seeing the same funds come through that they used to.
It's really interesting because we just talked about how, Bitcoin is almost being viewed as a haven asset. The ruble's dropping and people are preserving their value. And right after that, all of a sudden regulations get announced. So it's like, oh, this was out of their control. Well, not for long. So that's really interesting.
Yeah,
so.
Very, very.
Yeah. So, I mean, what do you think about it not being in control of the people? Is it not the people's currency anymore? Not the people's coin?
Which one? The Bitcoin? Just
crypto in general.
Well, I think Bitcoin will always be the people's coin.
Yes.
So, I think as much as the government wants to squash it, and they might have their methods of driving access to that coin down.
Yeah.
Bitcoin will always be the people's coin.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's like, I think a lot of people don't know The Rock's actually an enthusiast. So, he's all about the people's coin. He doesn't like this. And we actually got word. So we have a really good staff research team here. The big guys, CNBC, they didn't have this. We actually got audio from a press conference.
Yeah.
And
exclusive.
It's exclusive, a Casual Crypto exclusive. And The Rock interrupted Biden. He didn't like this news at all. And I think, should we play it? I think we have it.
Yeah, I think we should share this.
Let's listen in on that one.
Well, folks, eliminate one tax loophole out of a trillion.
Do you smell what the coin is cooking?
Whoa.
Know your role, shut your mouth, and smell what the coin is cooking.
Out of $1.4 trillion. It's hard to even say it so much.
I'm gonna lay the blockchain on your monkey ass.
Check my shame on it. Let's do push-ups together, man. Let's run. Let's do whatever you want to do.
I want you to go down the street, jabroni, check into the Bitcoin Hotel.
I'm not gonna be a mule. I got something to do. I gotta go do boom, boom, boom.
Wow, so then I guess he got the heck out of there.
Yeah, you don't want The Rock coming after you.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, who knew he was into crypto like that? Why was he at the press conference in the first place? That was really weird. He's on our show. I mean,
finally, The Rock has come back to Casual Crypto with Tony and Jay.
Wow.
Even though I don't know why, because they're two monkey ass sons of bitches.
Well, hold on. You can't be insulting us like that on the show, Rock, so we can't have that. But no, it's weird. I mean, I don't know. He's just, who knew he was into crypto like that?
Yeah,
but
no.
You know what The Rock's going to do, Joe Biden? The Rock's going to take that executive order, turn that sumbitch sideways, and shove it up your monkey ass.
Wow. Okay, yeah. I never knew The Rock was so into crypto. That's crazy.
I think he's also into energy drinks.
He is. Okay. Wow. Did he send us any? I think he sent us some other sound bites. Let's see.
If you smell what the coin is cooking.
Wow.
I'm pretty certain this was all official recordings from
Oh yeah,
him,
we
too.
we source things very
Yeah.
So
We're very diligent.
I think he's into Shiba.
He could be in Toshiba.
Yeah.
Because The Rock has millions and millions of coins.
Wow. So, you know what I like though? I mean, you're gonna lay the blockchain on somebody.
I'm going to lay the blockchain on your monkey ass.
That's pretty crazy.
We're
Have you stayed anywhere lately? Like any trips?
I want you to go down the street, jabroni, check into the Bitcoin Hotel.
Who knew? All right.
those clips will be around for a while.
Well, I mean, technically, we should move on. You know, if you ever watch Conan, move it along. Well, the Mike Screed still, we got like 1:50 to just waste time and just do this
You know
again.
what The Rock's gonna do, Joe Biden? The Rock's gonna take that executive order, turn that sumbitch sideways, and shove it up your monkey ass. If you smell what the coin is cooking,
I'm gonna do that to you next time you're in headlines. You're gonna say some serious story, and then I'm
gonna lay the blockchain on your monkey ass.
So there you go.
Good
All
stuff.
right. I guess we
Time to move on.
we really should.
Casual. Okay, maybe not that casual.
Oh man. So Coinbase. Oh no, that's your read. Let's do that.
Oh, yes. That's mine. Don't take mine. Coinbase blocks thousands.
Crypto with Tony and Jay.
What I meant to say.
I'm gonna lay the blockchain on your monkey ass.
It's all fluid here. We're a little under. It's fine. So anyway, take two.
Coinbase blocks thousands of Russian crypto wallets, but will not block them all. Is the reasoning sound? Let's take a dive into what's behind this unprecedented move.
Casual crypto with Tony and Jay.
So, per CBS News here, unlike other financial institutions, crypto exchanges so far have chosen not to suspend service to their customers in Russia. Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong said in a series of tweets last week that the ordinary Russians are using crypto as a lifeline after the ruble's value plummeted. Shutting down Coinbase's trading platform in Russia would hurt ordinary Russians, many of whom don't support the war, he said. We are not preemptively banning all Russians from using Coinbase. We believe everyone deserves access to basic financial service unless the law says otherwise.
Casual crypto with Tony and Jay.
So again, we're talking about what used to be this unregulated, like Wild West space, and all of a sudden, from every direction, sanctions and rules and regulations.
Yeah.
So, what does this all mean for crypto investors? I mean, I think it's almost safe to say we're never going to see the way it was when it first started.
Oh, definitely not. Actually, here's another line from it's actually from Binance. Crypto is meant to provide greater financial freedom for people across the globe, Binance said in a statement last month. To unilaterally decide to ban people's access to their crypto would fly in the face of reason of why crypto exists.
Casual crypto.
That's 100% true. And I think that's one of the things that I just feel like, when these sanctions are coming through and they're blocking people from their access to their accounts, of course, kind of like, so Coinbase did bar about 25,000 accounts.
Right.
But those are ones that they flagged as illicit. There was probably scams and maybe
Right.
duplicate accounts. And so in that instance, I probably agree with them. They might have had things where they might have had, if they had evidence that showed that those were some issues, and some of those probably could have been cleared up if they were legitimate accounts.
Right. They may have barred them, and we don't know what happened. There may have been follow-up, and they maybe vetted them and decided some of these aren't. So
yeah,
the headline could be misleading.
And it's probably they have a lot of responsibility and they have governments on them. It's very tough to say that they can't just say no, we're not going to do that, and then maybe something happens and then they would be responsible for that. So I can understand why they would have to kind of work around that, but I do appreciate the fact that they're kind of trying to hold their ground, and they're right. There's most citizens of any government that's in a crisis situation or a war, the citizens aren't usually for that war, and so those citizens may be relying on crypto as just a way to pay their bills, to get food on the table, to keep their family alive. So I think that's good that they're holding their ground, and other exchanges. So.
Right, and you make a good point about they're doing something because they could not, and then something could happen. Everyone's quick to say, oh, they should have done something. They should have done more. So this might just be a precautionary, like, look, we're going to assess things. We're just going to suspend these for now. We're going to take a deeper look. And if everything looks good, it looks good. That's my opinion, of course. I'm not saying that's what they did, but it's just interesting how if they did nothing, they get criticized for that too. So
and there could be legal responsibility
exactly.
too. You know, there are legal repercussions if they didn't do anything. So I think if they make the effort, and again, you know, I haven't read anything about those 25,000 shutdown accounts, whether or not there was any that were turned back on. But you know, I'm sure we'll find out. You know, there's a lot of news that's it's just updating so frequently right now. So we'll probably learn more about that in the coming days.
Yeah, it just seems like the whole industry's a mess. So we'll see where the dust settles. Essentially,
Casual Crypto.
AMC Theaters will accept Doge and Shiba Inu via BitPay. The CEO of AMC Theaters confirmed that the company will indeed introduce Doge and Shiba payments later this month. AMC Theaters, among the largest movie chain theaters in the world, has interacted with the cryptocurrency space for a year or so by allowing clients to purchase tickets and other goods via Bitcoin, Ether, and other assets. However, many customers demanded the addition of the two meme coins that went viral last year, Dogecoin and the self-proclaimed Doge killer Shiba Inu. In November last year, Aaron informed that the addition of Shiba Inu is next on the schedule, but the team required some time to complete the technical aspects. With a February 28th tweet, this company's CEO indicated that AMC has partnered with BitPay and will start accepting online payments with the two tokens on its website by March 19th. Mobile app users will be able to make such transfers by April 16th.
wow.
Casual Crypto.
So I mean, utility with, you know, starting to bubble up for coins. And I think that was always a question. Are these always just going to be coins, or are we ever going to be able to use them? But I mean,
it's a start. It's a start. I mean, you know, I don't know how often people are going to use the meme tokens at a movie theater, but I think it's a start. It's a little bit of utility, and you know, it could grow from there. It could go to you know, I imagine it's going to probably enter into the game spaces more, and so it's good to see some utility. I think it's good to see something like BitPay accepting more tokens, so people can have a little more freedom with the assets that they purchase.
right. And I mean, think how many Shiba right now would it take to even buy a movie?
Because The Rock has millions and millions of coins.
You know, he can't stay away.
Yeah, the Rock can watch whatever movie he wants.
But that's what it would take to really get a movie. So
I think you're right. I think it would take maybe 1 million tokens, and you know, maybe a couple million if you're going on a date.
well, what if you're getting popcorn?
Oh, that's probably about
A billion?
Probably a billion. Yeah, you know, quarter trillion.
Wow. Yeah. So man, dates set me back $250 billion. That was rough. But it's interesting. I mean, like we said, in seriousness, which on the show you never know when we are, but we never know when we are. But it is the beginning. Like, that utility has to start somewhere. So even though it's like a little baby step, that still is a theater or just an organization in general saying, we will actually accept this as a form of payment. So things evolve over time. You think maybe at some point it gets there where you can, you know, that's just a form of payment. Would you like cash, charge, or crypto? You know what I mean? Like, that's probably going to start happening at some point.
Yeah. Or, you know, again, right now you can just use your, you know, a BitPay. You can go to a restaurant and use your crypto, and the restaurant won't even know you paid with crypto.
Right.
So that's a cool thing. I think that's a step in the right direction. And then it's just a matter of those cards allowing more crypto assets. So then it gives people the ability to diversify the assets that they hold. So, you know, again, it's all a step in the right direction. And you know, meme tokens are not things that I would ever say, you know, that's a great investment.
It's not exactly a retirement option right now.
No, I wouldn't say put your entire 401k into Dogecoin or Shiba Inu, but half of it. Not financial advice.
No. But it's really interesting to see what it could be, and with the kind of coming full circle and everything, with now there being some government regulation and oversight of this. So maybe that does mean that some of those coins that may have never, you know, really taken off investors might feel a little bit more confident now, saying, okay, well, at least there's something to protect us and, you know, regulate, and we're not going to just lose our shirts. And I think maybe people have been on the sidelines in general about crypto.
Yeah.
So maybe this is what a lot of because as big as crypto is, it's a very small percentage of people that, and when you compare to stocks, that actually invest. So you could have a whole huge volume of new traders.
Yeah. And I think that, The thing that Dogecoin and Shiba Inu seem to have picked up pretty quickly is just brand recognition. So I think maybe some more people have entered the crypto space because of those, and maybe it's it's just been something that's piqued some people's interest. But again, maybe in some instances it could be a negative because they're looking at a token that really doesn't have too much value to it. It doesn't really have a real use case.
Right.
Although it does seem like they're looking to try to create more of a use case as the project continues. I don't think it will ever be anything like a Bitcoin or Ethereum or XRP or anything like that. But it's just good to see these assets being used more frequently. I kind of like when I'm walking around, I'm at a fair and I'm seeing somebody with a Dogecoin shirt. So again, the brand's getting out there. There's more people that it's just exposing more people to crypto in general, and I think that's a good thing. And I think the biggest positive is more companies are in some ways educating the community or the customer base as to how to use crypto to make purchases. And so I think as we see more companies like that, maybe Amazons and eBays and other companies like that accept crypto as a payment, it's going to help educate people so that they're more comfortable using this as a payment. And I think you'll see more people that will probably, not really invest in it, but it's even just to have liquidity in crypto. And so they might just add more into their crypto accounts because they'll now start using it. That's probably one of the biggest things that's probably held crypto back is that most people are buying it to hold it.
Right.
When what's really, really important is for us to purchase crypto and use it on a daily basis. And I think that the more companies that adopt it, it's a good thing all around.
Wow. So, okay, show 2. Wow. We've gone over a lot of stuff. That was a lot of stuff with the, all the breaking developments. So we may post some bonus stuff. We'll see how this develops. So just a reminder, Casual Crypto is intended for entertainment purposes only. We are not financial advisors, and any statements or opinions conveyed on this show should not be taken as financial advice. Do your own research and invest in your own risk. And Tony, we can both say thanks for joining us, right? I mean, on the second episode.
Thank you.
We both hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you next time.
Yep. Thank you.
All right.